Welcome back to the freezing cold fields of Perthshire in Bonnie, Scotland. And as you can see, no detecting today, I'm afraid. The weather in this past month or so has been pretty diabolical for metal detecting. The ground has been frozen often, as it is again today. We had a little bit of snow last night, which is now frozen because it turned very cold again last night. So completely undiggable, unfortunately. So that's having a big impact on my ability to get out and use the Horde Hunter, trying to juggle that around work. There's only certain days that we can get access to the couple of sites that we want to use it on, which is Albert's Bronze Bull field and also my Roman field. So at the moment, I'm afraid it's taken a little bit longer than expected. I have been out with it a few times, but it's taken me a bit of time to get to grips with. And also, it's quite difficult to film because you can't have any metal work on you. So all of these problems all unfortunately combining, but hopefully this is going to thaw sometime soon. In the meantime, something a little bit different, because I got this through the post. It's a macro lens that attaches to your smartphone, and it's made by a company called APEXEL. So thank you to Emma at APEXEL who sent it out, because she said she thought it would be perfect to show off that beautiful Scottish silver merc that I found. So something a little bit different, and we'll also have a wee look at some of my best finds, maybe a couple of gold hammered coins for example. So don't go anywhere. So what is in the box? Well, first of all, instructions. Right there, fairly straightforward, easy to follow. So you got a cradle, and there's a little aperture which I've already screwed in, which is this little insert here, which just twists on. And you also get the lens, which has actually got a light built into it, in fact multiple lights. You get a little cleaning cloth. This is a little aperture for your eye, a little rubbery aperture, so you can actually use this as just a lens without connecting it to your phone when you're out in the field. So that's to cut out the light. You get some little sticky pads. I'm assuming that's for it fitting properly on your phone, just to make sure it's a good clean fit. You've also got a little carry bag, and last but not least, you got a charging cable. So you have to remember to charge the lens. It's got a little USB fitting on the side right there, and remember to take the cap off. Okay, that's it all fitted. The little rail here, it's got a little tightening screw which allows you to slide the lens along, and once you are fully locked in, then you should see something that looks a little bit like that. Now I'm going to record a little bit of video, which is going to be difficult because my hands are no doubt going to be shaky, so I'm going to try and use a tripod and show you some of these fantastic coins that I've found in the past, including 2 gold ones and my incredible merc, my silver merc. So this is a close-up of my Charles II silver merc, which I found just a few weeks ago. And I consider this to be one of the best coins I've ever found, if not the best coin I've ever found. So you can see the legend Carolus for Charles, and at the very top above his forehead you see the telltale 1-1 for Charles II. So sometime between 1660 and 1685. You've then got the words De Gratia, by the grace of God. And Charles II, this is called a merc, a Scottish silver merc, and it was worth 13 shillings and 4p. Now I was told to look out for a possible thistle below the head. He's got like a draped bust, as they call it. Oh, in fact, there it is right there. Ha! Well, I would never have spotted that in a million years. So that tells you that it is minted in Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland. So one of the reasons APEXEL sent me this little lens is so that I could show off a few of my coins. So we'll have a wee look at the other side. But look, even though this has had a little bit of a brush and a little wash, You can see how much earth is still stuck to it, and all those microscopic fine scratches, and poor Charles and his little skin nose. So the reason APEXEL sent me this camera was so that we could have a closer look at not only this coin, because I couldn't see a clear date on it, but also to show off a couple of my gold hammered coins. But first of all, we'll have a look at the other side of this coin. Slap bang in the middle, we've got X111 with a 4 below. So it's 13 shillings and 4p, or 2/3 of a Scottish pound. A huge amount of money. Then you've got the various coats of arms. So you have got Scotland there, represented by a lion. You've then got a quartered shield, which has got the fleur-de-lis of France, and also the 3 lions of England. And then you've got another Scottish lion at that side. And then over here, you've got the harp of Hibernia, or Ireland. You've also got these interlinked C's at each of the 4 corners, which represent Charles. There's 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one is up here. And then up here, we've got Mag, which is great. Brit for Britain. FR for France, in fact it's FRA for France. Et, which is and. HIB, Hibernia, so Ireland. And then Rex for King. Now, the $1 million question, will we get a date? Now, a couple of you made some suggestion based on what you could see. Clearly you've got far better eyesight than me. But we've got a date 1/6, which we already knew. And over here, we have got a 7. And I'm pretty sure that's a 4. 1674. Now, I actually think a couple of people suggested that date, 1674. So, a huge amount of money to lose. This would have been probably the equivalent to maybe 14 days or even 20 days' wages back then for a farm labourer. So an obscene amount of money to lose. But look at the detail on it. A lot of people have said before in the comments, I wish we still made coins with this level of detail on them. And the workmanship is quite incredible. It really is. Absolutely stunning. And speaking of absolutely stunning, I'm really looking forward to seeing the gold hammered coins. So I've got 2 quarter gold nobles, one of Richard II from the 1400s and one of Edward III from the 1300s. They look amazing just holding them in your hand. So I can't wait to see them under this lens. So don't go anywhere. This coin here is the famous Detectorist gold coin, which I found about 3.5 years ago now, I think it is. And this is a quarter gold noble from England, and it is of an English king called Richard II. Now, over on the right hand side, you've got the remnants of his name, ARD, for Ricard. And then it would say De Gratia, by the grace of God. Rex, king, and then ANG is worn away, which would be England. In the centre, you've got this lovely shield with the fleur-de-lis of France, the 3 lions of England, quartered, and then you've got this shield is surrounded by this 8-arched sort of circle, I suppose, if you could call it that. And then you've got lovely little bits of decoration, almost look like berries. They're called trefoils. You've also got little saltires down here, little crosses. But the other side is even better. And this is the reverse. Now, it is quite heavily worn, but my goodness, look at the detail on that. And you have to bear in mind that these coins were made by someone carving a bronze die, then placing a thin bit of gold or silver in between 2 dies, and then cold striking it with a hammer. And to get that level of detail is unbelievable. What I thought were little lions, turns out these are actually leopards. But very stylized, very beautiful. Most of the lettering on this side has been lost, but you can just make out the word Gloria on this side. And Richard II ruled between 1377 and 1399. So this coin is probably from around the 1380-84 mark, apparently, according to experts anyway. But it is a thing of beauty. It weighs 1.88 grams. It's got the most incredible buttery yellow colour. And it's probably around about 22 karat gold, I believe. 19 millimeters in diameter. Fantastic. Right, let's have a look at an even better one. This coin is an absolute beauty. It's another English coin. You can see the start of the letters EDW for Edward de Gracia, by the grace of God, King of England. So this dates sometime between 1327 and 1377. It's very similar in design to the one of Richard. You can see the fleur-de-lis, you can see the 3 lions quartered in the shield, exactly the same with these 8 arches around. Weight wise, a little bit heavier, 1.94 grams this one weighs. But the best bit for me is the back. But look at those beautiful little flowers around the outside edge as well that I'd never even noticed before. Again, on the reverse, the legend is much clearer. Excuse me, because my Latin is not what it used to be. In fact, it was never any good. But Excalibur is, I believe, roughly what it should say. And then it says N-I-N and Gloria. So we could see the Gloria part on the other coin, but look at the detail. It is quite incredible. So you've got this beaded circle. Again, you've got the arches, you've got the leopards, you've got the fleur-de-lis in the centre. I mean, it's just a work of art. It really is just a work of art. And honestly, it was a close call between this and my Scotland Charles II Merc, but I have to say that wins because it's silver, it's Scottish, and it's rare. And that's, for me, finding Scottish hammered, Scottish medieval coinage and so on is always the dream. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to get some gold and get some Roman silver and all the rest of it as well, but that's just the one that really does it for me. So beautiful, again, buttery gold and yellow colour. It's absolutely phenomenal. It really is. Like I said earlier on, I wish we still made coins with as much attention to detail as that. So, there you go. The APEXEL zoom lens, macro lens, which can fit 99% of all smartphones. And as I say, you can also use it out in the field with a little eyelet. So I'll be giving that a try the next time I'm out detecting. So thank you again to Emma and her team for sending it through. And I hope you enjoyed a little closer look at some absolutely stunning gold and hammered coins. I hope you enjoyed that little alternative video with a different perspective, a really close-up look at some of the finds. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. You can easily Google APEXEL. You'll find that they do various different macro lenses which fit to smartphones and cameras. So who knows, maybe the perfect stocking filler for a metal detecting fan. Right, going to leave it there. As ever, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please hit the button and help to support my channel. Right, I've got a few saved up videos in thankfully that I had before the cold spell hit, so I'm going to release them over the coming days and weeks, and then hopefully I'll be back out again soon. So hopefully I'll see you on my next dig. Take care and thanks for watching.